For all your TCG needs, make sure to check out sabatcg.com. What's poppin', everybody? It's a Saber 94. Got a match with Roaring Turbo today. Roaring Moon, the regular one. You guys should know how it goes. Discard those other ancient cards, and it's basically a Night March Pokemon. Just something different that's not Hydreigon EX. I think a lot of people might be sick of that card. That deck that I just use all the time now. Until we get the next set. At the end of the day, a lot of these decks are going to change with the rotation, so might as well use them now. This won't be the same deck without Greninja, and just every deck that uses Greninja won't be the same deck without Greninja. But we're going to lose out a lot of cards too. Dark Patch going away. So, yeah. Maybe this Roaring Moon Turbo won't even be a thing after the rotation. At all. Okay, so interesting. We're playing against the Future deck here, so it's Ancient versus Future. Almost a forgotten deck, this one with the Miraidon now and, hands and the other Future EXs. So, this isn't going to suffer from the rotation, I'd say. I haven't used it in a while too. Still technically some good cards. It sort of died down with more broken stuff getting released, but it really was crazy. Like, I remember when I reviewed the cards, thinking, man, this deck is going to be insane. The stuff like the archetype support it had, along with the ancient archetype too. Okay, so we're going to get our guys down, and I'm going to get the double attachment with the Sada. Worked out perfectly. And I don't think I'll be able to one-shot this thing, unfortunately. It shouldn't be difficult, but it won't happen this turn. Yeah, just 20 damage short. Couldn't discard enough cards. But it's fine. When it attacks me, it's not going to be able to kill me, and I'm going to kill it, and then the X's are going to start coming in. But we're just on a full one-prize deck at this point. I mean, he can possibly, Boss's Orders the Greninja, but I don't think this guy's going to get very far. So he did go for a Boss's Orders, but picked on the other Roaring Moon that doesn't have the tool on. So I think I understand what this guy's trying to do. He's thinking, okay, I'm just going to hurt this guy, and then when the hands come in, I get to kill it, get 2 prizes, and then maybe I can just Boss's Orders the Greninja later and get more prizes. So, makes sense. Annoying with, these multi-prize effects, getting multiple prizes on small Pokemon. But the reality is Roaring Moon, with 140, it's better than 60 and 70. Then again, it's one of those Pokemon that doesn't evolve, so yeah, got a lot of opinions about that too. But whatever, we can't do much about this. I'm still gonna kill the Miraidon. And I guess the other thing maybe going from me now, besides his play, is he used up the Boss's Orders. He's not really drawing cards. I mean, he got the energies on the hands, but he doesn't have much else going on. And I've used this deck myself, and this is a possible scenario. If you don't see the right supporter cards, you sort of build the deck to be based on Miraidon's attack and getting those energies. Sometimes you're going to be stuck. But as I was about to say, I've said this many times before, but in terms of the HP of Pokemon, I really do believe these sort of basic Pokemon that don't evolve, like this Roaring Moon / Salamence, the legendary Pokemon too, you got your legendaries that don't evolve, that are just regular basics. They got higher HP than the small dudes, but it's still not too high. They should be at, at what? Maybe 180 range or something. Something like that. And then the small Pokemon should be at 120, 130 HP range that can evolve. Like Mudkip and Charmander. That's my opinion. And then, of course, it goes all the way up, correspondingly to the stage 1s they evolve and then the stage 2s. We shouldn't be having stage 2s in this day and age with 160 and 170 HP. There should be like 250 at least. Okay. So gets the double prize KO, got the kill as we suspected. Now, I think what I'm going to do, what the best thing I can do is dump as many guys as I can. And I'm going to use the boss's orders to kill the Miraidon EX with the weakness. This decreases his damage, which is good. And it also just works out in my favor because I'd rather just kill that guy and then hopefully I can discard more cards next turn and then aim to get a one-hit KO on the dude. So I'm doing 130 damage. Yeah, it seems a bit silly to, you know, use the research, waste my one boss's orders, and then, well, that's it. I mean, I used the dark patch. I'm not going to waste that. So I'm just going to kill the Miraidon. I get the double prize, and it really just works out. And then next turn, we go for the research. So 240 damage, it's enough with the weakness. So it works out. I still have the lead. Let's see what we get. Okay, the drums and shoes. So if things go right by next turn, I should be able to get enough ancient cards to one-shot this guy. 230, it's definitely possible. I mean, I did go for the stretcher. I actually took out the Miriam and put in the Night Stretcher because I think it works out better in this deck right now. A lot of the times, I just need to recover, have one extra Salamence. I don't need to get a bunch of them with Miriam and then that's the supporter for the turn. Of course, you draw cards too, but a lot of times it doesn't work out. So I think the stretcher is just the better. Okay. So what are you doing? He got this new or newer Miraidon EX. It should actually be the strongest thing. I suppose you can power up now in this deck as far as future Pokemon go with its 2 attacks. Okay, and I get a Darkness Energy. Sada. I'm actually not going to get it because I definitely know I want to use research right now. I need to dump as many things as I can. So I draw a lot of shit. And let's see, gonna use shoes again. The vessel, I'm going to not get that either. Another vessel. I will discard and get an energy, I guess, to get the manual out of that. Just get one. Oh, but I did actually discard or attach. Didn't realize that. Okay, so that was a misplay. So 170. I think if I dump everything, I do enough damage now, right? We get some more shit to discard. I'm gonna do that. Dark Patch again. And Ultra Ball. Discard you two. Get another ancient Pokemon and go for the Vessel too. So that's, I think, more than enough ancient Pokemon or ancient cards, right? I mean, I'm not keeping track, but I dumped a lot of shit. Fuck. 210? Man, I thought for sure I dumped a bunch of shit, but it was only 4 cards. What the hell? Okay, this is kind of bad, because if I knew that was going to happen, I was going to use like the Ultra Ball or discard the Sada or something. Okay, so it worked out. Greninja sort of saved me here. Because we definitely wanted the one-hit KO. I mean, I'm almost decked out. I probably don't have any more Sadas. But we get the one-hit KO. That's the important thing. The threat is dead. He'll be able to put the energy somewhere else. But I'm really not worried at this point. I only need to get one more prize. I do enough damage to one-shot all of these EXs. So it should be pretty easy. And what the hell is that thing? I think it's like the alternate art for Terrakion. Or Iron... whatever the fuck it is, I forgot. These robotic machine legendaries. So what are you gonna do? I mean, whatever you do, you're just gonna get one prize. And it really doesn't matter. You just finish you off. Got a full army of Roaring Moons ready to go. Hitting for very high damage. So he's doing some stuff, but I don't know why he's bothering. I mean, you can't do anything. My god, these motherfucking motorcyclists outside still doing shit. You know, they were making a lot of noise a couple of hours ago, and I'm thinking, okay, I'll wait for them to just quit. But then they keep going. Unless it's some different people. It's really late and motherfuckers are still doing this shit. Okay, just 250 and it's just game over. So it's a GG for me. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Sub to the channel. Leave a like. Share the video with your friends. And I'll see you guys next time. As always. What a